head gets cut off when I stand on my mat, but you can still see what I'm doing, so that's the main thing. Let's come up to the top of our mat. We'll take the shoulders for a little roll out. And lifting the arms up overhead, breathing in. Exhale, take a little cactus arms, bring the elbows back, squeeze the shoulders. Inhale, lifting up, and then exhale, we'll take a forward fold. Taking a halfway lift. Exhale, folding again. Take a little rag doll here, so grasping opposite elbows if that feels good. Maybe take a little sway from side to side. And then releasing the arms again, slowly rolling all the way up to stand. Give the shoulders another roll out. Inhale, arms lift up. Exhale, cactus the arms again. Inhale to lift. And exhale, folding forward again. We'll take that little halfway lift again. Pull the shoulders back. Exhale, folding. Take that little rag doll again, maybe a little sway from side to side. Exhale, releasing the hands down towards the mat. We step our right foot back. Drop that knee down towards the floor. Inhale, lifting up. Sink the hips forward and down, taking that little hip flexor stretch. And exhale, taking a twist towards the front leg. Awesome. Inhale, lifting on up. And exhale, hands release down towards the mat and stepping back. Beautiful. Take a little round of cat-cow here. Beautiful. And coming back to center, maybe take it side to side here. Awesome. And then inhale, lifting up the right leg, left arm comes out in front. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale to lift. Exhale, knee to elbow. Working a little bit of core stability here. And exhale, release it down towards the mat. Awesome. Take one more breath here. Tuck the toes under. Maybe take a stretch through the soles of the feet. Awesome. Walking the hands forward again and tuck the toes under, pushing back up to our first down dog. Beautiful. Take a little pedal out here, stretching through the backs of the legs. Maybe take the hips from side to side a little bit if that feels good. Awesome. And then from here, we'll step our right foot forward. So give it a helping hand if you need, stepping that through. And we'll come on up to a crescent lunge. Beautiful. Taking another breath or two in here. And exhale, hands come down to the mat, stepping it forward. Take a halfway lift and fold. Inhale, lifting all the way up, and exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale to lift, exhale to fold. Beautiful. Take that little sway from side to side if that feels good. And we'll step our left leg back. Drop that knee down and then inhale, lifting on up. That's it, left leg. I think my internet's a little bit laggy this morning. Let's take another breath or two here. And exhale, twisting towards that front leg. Take another breath or two here. Inhale, lifting on up. Exhale, hands release down to the mat. Tuck the back toes under and stepping it back to all fours. We take a little round of cat-cow here. Taking a couple more there. And then from here, tuck the toes under, walk the hands back again. We'll take that little toe stretch again. And then walk the hands forward, untuck the toes for a moment if that feels good. I'm going to push back up to down dog again. So take it for a little pedal out if that feels good. Coming back to center. And then from here, our left leg is going to step forward. Give it a helping hand if you need. And lifting on up, crescent lunge. Take another breath or two here. And exhale, hands coming down to the mat. Inhale to step forward. Take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Then inhale, lifting on all the way up. Hands to heart. Awesome. Take a moment here. Releasing the hands. And inhale, arms rising up. Exhale, cactus the arms. Beautiful. Inhale to lift. Exhale to fold. Take that halfway lift again. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping right leg back. Drop the knee down. Inhale, lifting. And exhale to twist. Beautiful. Inhale, lifting up again. And exhale, hands come down to the mat. Stepping that left leg back. Take our high to low plank. Actually, let's stay here in all fours. I've realized we forgot something, which I will do on the next round. Let's take a high to low plank here. I'm not going bananas. Not just yet. Anyway, let's take a little cobra pose. And exhale to lower. Let's take one more here. Inhale, cobra. Exhale to lower. Tucking the toes under, pushing back to down dog. That's it. Take another breath or two here. Awesome. Inhale. Let's bring our right leg to step forward. Beautiful. Inhale, lifting up, crescent lunge. Nice and tall. Dropping that back heel down towards the floor, taking a warrior one. Keep the hips facing somewhat forward. Take another breath or two here. And exhale, hands come down to the mat. Push them down away from the shoulders and open up through the chest here. Beautiful. Let's bring the chest down towards that front leg. And if you can, shoulder might come to the inside of the right leg, as long as the hips stay in line. So the right hip's not winging out to the side. Take another breath or two here. Inhale, let's lift on all the way up, open out, warrior two. Beautiful. Take another breath or two here. Flip the front palm, reverse. And exhale, coming through to a side angle pose. So open the body out to the side, front elbow to the knee. Beautiful. And slowly release. Hands come down to the mat. Windmill them all the way around. Lift the back heel on up. And stepping that left leg in behind the right. We're going to drop that knee down behind the right ankle and come to a little seat. I'm going to take a little hip opener here. So option to either keep that left leg bent, or you can bring that left leg around out in front of the body. So you might be off on an angle on your mat here. And I'm going to take a little twist here. Coming back to center, take a little counter twist. If you've got the space, you can obviously keep that left leg hooked around towards the right hip. I'm going to take a little forward fold here, just getting into the hips. Taking one or two more breaths here. Coming back on up. And bring the hands back around to the mat and pivot on around back to all fours. Tucking the toes under, pushing back up to down dog. And we're going to just walk, step or float the feet forward to the front of the mat. Taking a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to lift. Exhale to cactus the arms. Inhale to lift. And exhale, folding. Inhale, take a halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Beautiful. From here, let's step our left leg back. Awesome. From here, drop that knee down. Inhale to lift up. And exhale, twisting round towards that front leg. Awesome. Inhale to lift on up. Exhale, release the hands down to the mat, stepping it on back. And let's take a little round of cat-cow here. Just two. And coming back to center, and we're going to lift up the right leg, or actually let's lift up the left leg and right arm. And we'll take these little cat-cows here, or bird dog, which I forgot on the first round. Knee to elbow, inhale to lift. Knee to elbow, inhale to lift. Let's take one more. Inhale to lift, exhale, release it down to the mat. From here, we're going to roll it on forward to a high plank. And exhale, lower on down to the mat. Inhale to cobra, and exhale to lower. Let's go two more. Inhale, peel the shoulders back. Exhale to lower. Let's go one more. Inhale, and exhale. Tuck the toes under, pushing on back. Option to come all the way up to down dog or a child's pose if down dog's feeling a bit too energetic. One more breath here. And let's go. Left leg forward to the thumb. Stepping it through, give it a helping hand if you need. Inhale to lift up, crescent lunge. Beautiful. Take one more breath in here. Exhale, dropping that back heel down towards the floor. And exhale, hands come down behind the back. Inhale to open through the chest. And exhale, folding to humble warrior. Beautiful. Take 1 or 2 more breaths here. And inhale, lifting on all the way up, windmill around, warrior 2. Arms come out nice and wide. That's it, flip and reverse. Awesome, coming back to center and reach to side angle. Opening on up. Beautiful. Inhale and release the hands on down to the mat, lifting the back heel and stepping that right leg forward so it comes in behind the left. Drop the right knee down towards the floor behind the left ankle, sink the hips down to the mat. You might be facing around to the diagonal. Or just so you can see me a little bit better perhaps. Beautiful. Keep both hips on the floor here wherever you are. If you need to stretch that bottom leg out long, do that. And we're going to take a little twist here. So twisting towards the top leg. And twisting around for a little counter twist. And coming back to center, and we take a little forward fold. If that's accessible, that is. So getting into the hips here. Right leg can hook back around behind if you like. Coming on back up and pivot the legs back around. Coming on back to all fours. Beautiful, pushing on back up to down dog. Take a little pedal out through the feet here. And then drop the knees down towards the floor and bring the knees out wide, big toes to touch. And we're going to take a little child's pose here just to ease out any tension through the back. Taking big deep breaths here for about 2 more. And then walk the hands over to the right. And then bring it back to center, walk them all the way over to the other side, so over to the left. And bring it back to center again. Lifting on up to all fours, bring those knees back in towards center. And then come into a little puppy pose. So keep the hips lifted nice and high here. Walking the hands forward and dropping the chest down, Forehead comes back down to the mat. If you want, your chin can come to the mat instead of your forehead, deepening the stretch through the shoulders. And coming on back up, walking the hands back. So take a little roll out through the shoulders. Beautiful, inhale, let's lift up through the left hand. Or it doesn't matter which side, we're going to do both sides anyway. Thread the needle underneath, getting a nice little stretch, so turning around, facing to the opposite side. So thread the hand underneath and look around at the hand that's still planted on the mat. And pushing that hand back into the mat, coming back, lifting on up again and releasing it to the mat. Let's go second side. Inhale, lifting on up and exhale, thread the needle under. Forehead might come down to the mat. And pushing that hand into the mat again. Inhale, open up. Exhale, releasing. Taking a little round of cat-cow here, a little wiggle out. Awesome. And then from here, let's slide our right knee forward, coming into a little pigeon pose here. So right foot comes across the mat and we fold forward. Some hands coming back to the mat, pushing on back up, slide that right knee back, and then we'll slide our left knee forward. So we'll come into that same pigeon pose on the left hand side, adjust the foot, adjust the positioning if you need, and folding forward. Awesome. And then from here, sliding it back to all fours. Take a little round of cat-cow or a funky cat-cow. Beautiful. Lifting on up to a high kneeling position. So coming on up, bring the hands back in behind the hips. Open the shoulders up and take a little baby back bend here. Lifting on back up and slowly coming down to a seat. Stretching the legs out long in front. And we'll take a little forward fold here. So just folding forward over the legs. You can let the head curl around a little bit if you want to get a stretch through the back of the neck. And inhale, coming on up and slowly releasing the body back down to the mat. Maybe take a hug in of the knees. Maybe a little rock from side to side. And then stretching the legs out nice and long. Take a couple of moments here just to breathe. Deep breaths in, maybe side out. And then slowly rolling over to your preferred side. And then coming on up to a comfortable seat. Taking a last little roll out of the shoulders, maybe hands to heart center, maybe a little bow of the head. Thank you.